Hi guys, excuse me. Right, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Etched with their little freehand drawing pieces. In the kit you get two little bottles, and they're both identical. They come with the little white nib on, because all that is basically just protecting a little hole in there. And it comes with 3 pieces as well of different styles of nib. You've got the pink one, which is really fine. You have the black one, which is slightly bigger, and the slightly bigger is the orangey colour, orangey peachy colour. I just realised I need both of these. I need a wider one for the first piece of writing I'm going to be doing. So this is your designer tip kit. Oops. So we're going to have fun and hopefully see if we can draw. I've actually taken a storage jar, mason jar, whatever you want to call them. It cost me £2 in Tiger. I do have the smaller ones as well, which cost me £1 each. But as you can see, I have a picture with the text on the inside. I've just put it in with a bit of masking tape just so I can see where it's doing. And the reason I put it on the towel is because we have this piece of metal, it will keep getting in the way, and the towel will just keep the jar still while I'm writing. So for the actual letters I'm going to use the peachy nib. So let's get going. Just taking a tiny bit out just to make sure it's coming out okay. Move it up that way a bit. Oops. Right, this is interesting because I have the camera at a different angle to how I normally have it. So you have to be really careful. Just hope this comes out okay. As it's my first try at freehand. Hopefully you can see that. Now I'm going to change the nibs. I would recommend having a little pot of water that you can drop the nib in. That way, while you're working with the other one, it's not getting, it's not drying out. Right, this is actually the interesting part. As I said, I'm using this is the pink nib. I would recommend getting an old photo frame or an old piece of glass that doesn't get used, and practice on it before you do it on the job that you want to use the actual for. I'm going to be over there, haven't I? Right. Let's put the glasses on and we can see what we're doing. do need to be careful because of the you don't really want to get the etchel anywhere that you don't actually want it. Because as you know, that means it will then etch it. And just take your time, you don't need to rush. And we go to the other side. One's going to be a bit more interesting because we don't want to rub the etching off on the other side. Try and keep that piece out of the way. What's nice once you've done it, you can actually add some gems just to give it some bling if you want. We didn't do that bit on that side, so I'm just thinking of what else to do with it. No, I think I'll actually leave it at that. I don't want to do too much. Because the idea is that you'll actually be able to see what I have inside. When you're finished with your bottles, make sure you take your nibs off using the other bottle. Fill it full of water. Put the used nib back on, whoops, back onto the lid. And fill it full of water, and that way you can spritz out all the etchel so you don't get it on the nibs. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I shall just give this time to cure and I shall just go and clean my nibs. Be right back. Right, I'm back. I've washed the nibs out, and what I've done with the one that has the etchel in, I've put the little white cap back on, so that will protect and keep what's in the bottle safe and not getting ruined. and now we are finished. Hopefully you can see the detail on there. And I'm just going to use some baby pearls. Use the brown ones just on little areas of the swirly pieces. I think that'll do. Just jazzes it up a little bit, so it's not just so clear. You can leave it plain if you want to. Just make a nice little accent. So let's basically see if we can move that out of the way, if that makes it better to see. With the little gems on. And I'm going to put a different coloured one where the O is. Like that. Yeah, I quite like that. Now, if you're not very good with freehand or the tracing because you have dexterity problems, especially on rounded surfaces, I do recommend using the actual self-adhesive. This is the actual self-adhesive vinyl, and this is basically what you use. It's 9 inches by 15 inches, and you get 8 sheets in there, so that's really quite good. Nice size as well. And you also get the you want the transfer sheet, which you use with the stencil. I will be showing you how to use these once I get myself sorted back upstairs in the house, because then I can get my machine ready and we can cut the stencil out on the machine and basically do the whole thing. So we shall be doing that at some point. So now my little jar is ready. I'm going to put some of my older, these are old buttons, but they're also quite big, that I bought in a charity shop. I got quite a big jar full of them, and they weren't very expensive. But so there we go, we have a buttons jar, and we have some nice etching around it. So hopefully that was of use for you, and it would be nice to see you make little bits and pieces yourselves. I was thinking of putting some bling on the top of the lid, or a button, but I think I'll leave it as it is for now. So thank you for watching. That was a tutorial for Etched. Bye bye.